Warning, the brown cloud is approaching. Some will try to outrun it. Others may not be so lucky. But don't worry, it's all part of the fun at the Chili Cook-Off for books and board games. Where the chili is hot, the flavors are bold, and Bear E has your back with the official Brown Cloud Preparedness Kit. Follow the plan, know your exits, and whatever you do, hold your breath, because this temporary pain is all for a great cause. Join us, laugh with us, survive the brown cloud, together at Key Largo Lounge in Greeley.
Join us November 8th at 11 a.m. for the 10th annual Chili Cook-Off for books and board games at our home field, Key Largo Lounge, where our small market team is making a huge statement. Scan the code for tickets and sponsorship information.
Hi, friends, it's me, Barry. Good morning. It is a great day to come together and ask the question, what you got?
Hey everybody, good morning. How you doing today? Uh-oh. TikTok was going a little crazy on me. So, good morning, friends. Today is Be an Angel Day. First and foremost, thank you so very much for joining us on this wonderful Saturday morning. Please be advised that if you are in the northern Colorado area, southern Colorado, it's not like it's that much of a drive. Cheyenne, come on down for the Chili Cook-Off. It is in November. It's getting closer. We only have limited space available. If we get enough traction for restaurants, we'll include a restaurant section for you to vote there as well. So just reach out to us if you're a restaurant and you'd like to be involved, and we will make that happen. So good morning, everyone. Today is Be an Angel Day, a celebration of kindness, compassion, and quiet acts of love that lift people when life feels too heavy. Angels are not always found in stories or paintings. Angels are the people who show up. Angels are the people who care. Angels are the people who refuse to let someone face pain alone. Today, I am very, very proud to honor two angels, two of my very, very dear friends. John came to our wedding. John and I are great friends, and I appreciate him. And I tell him all the time, look, brother, you are superhuman, because what you were able to do with your tragic situation is so beyond compared to what other people have been and what the other direction you could have gone. We honor the two people who embody that spirit, and every breath they take. Tresa and John Vogels created the Martyred Angels Foundation after losing their son Bladen. Instead of collapsing into silence, they chose to turn their grief into purpose. They chose to stand with families who know the same pain. They chose to become angels for those who feel and go through a tremendous loss. And with Community Pay It Forward, you can shop anywhere and show your support everywhere, like Martyred Angels Foundation. One choice at checkout, keeping that receipt and giving it to an organization like Martyred Angels, can lift a family, strengthen a mission, and remind someone in crisis that a community still cares. Be an Angel Day reminds us that kindness is not small. Kindness is powerful and healing, and can be the bridge that carries people from heartbreak to hope. Angels are not defined by wings. They're defined by action. Tresa and John became angels the moment their world was changed forever. They lost Bladen, and in their grief they discovered a calling. They built the Martyred Angels Foundation to support families who have lost a child. They offer community, they offer understanding, and a safe place to grieve, to breathe. And most importantly, to begin healing, because someone is there to stand beside people. Look, their mission's not just important, it's sacred, and it's needed. And unfortunately, it is needed. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, angels rise from the ashes to help others find their way forward. This is something that I am... It scares me terribly. I think it's something that's always in a parent's mind. And more, I'm getting to know people like Lori, who is our partner for tomorrow, not today. Our partner Lori, who's tomorrow, who also lost her 3-year-old son and has turned around to try to support others in a time of grief. Our friend Frank, his daughter was an adult, but that doesn't mean that he didn't go through some tremendous pain, and goes through it today. John will flat out tell you, look, it's like waking up every day with the worst heartburn you've ever had. You know that feeling of just overwhelming pain when you lose someone. And I just thankfully don't understand what that pain is intensified, because it's your child. I know I feel pain for Tresa and John every time I talk to them about the organization or about Bladen himself, because I feel that pain for them. I can't feel the pain that they feel. It's impossible. I would never try to insult them to tell them that I feel their pain, because, oh, no, I don't. But I feel that love for them, and I feel that, Martyred Angels is one of the original mission partners, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about their mission. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about what they do to help others. There's not a day that goes by that I think of what I did after a motorcycle accident and how difficult that's been, and think about their situation of losing their son and how much courage, strength, and passion it would have taken to build Martyred Angels. I tell John he's a superhero. He waves me off quite often as I'm just BSing him, but it's true. Be an Angel Day is about honoring the people who lift others when they themselves have been broken. It's about celebrating the courage to care. It's about recognizing the people who choose to love even when life has given them every reason to shut down. And today we ask you to do more than just celebrate. We ask you to act. The Martyred Angels Foundation is one of our many, many mission partners. And we're asking you to do something today. Visit the homepage, the new homepage, by the way, on communitypayitforward.us. Look through all of our mission partners. And maybe you can find someone that you would like to volunteer for. Volunteer for organizations like Martyred Angels, who desperately need volunteers. They need people willing to help families navigate grief. They need people willing to show up and listen. support, and stand beside those who feel alone. If you've ever wondered how to make a difference, this is your moment. Martyred Angels was the first organization that I was able to use the saying that I don't understand how people cannot know about and support this organization. And, you know, it could be a situation where there's a million people who know who they are. And that's 30 million too few. This is the organization, this is one of the organizations that I truly wanted to take and build. Community Pay It Forward, and they are an organization that has helped me continue to push forward in times of my own doubt and struggle because of the struggle they went through. It's important to me to try to be there and be a little part of helping them help others. Families who experience child loss often struggle with isolation, emotional exhaustion, and overwhelming grief. Divorce and blame are two of the things that unfortunately come with this situation. Support groups and compassionate communities significantly reduce loneliness and help families rebuild. Help them find that emotional strength. We ask you to remember, if you or someone you know is struggling emotionally, reach out to someone you trust, someone like Martyred Angels. Support is available. You are not alone. And if you need a little more support, please call the National Alliance on Mental Illness Helpline at 1-800-950-6264. 1-800-950-6264. Be an Angel Day invites us to lift the angels who lift others. Please visit communitypayitforward.us and just type in Martyred or Angels, and their profile will appear. Or you can simply scan this QR code, and that'll take you directly to their page. Geez, it's huge today, or my finger, I'm just... This QR code way up here, no, this QR code, and it'll take you directly to your page. If you'd like a more personal touch, please reach out to me, and I will introduce you to John. I'll make sure that introduction happens, and you can talk to the man himself. He's a very busy guy, so talking to him sometimes it might take a little bit, but he will get back to you, I promise that. I ask you to please visit martyredangelsfoundation.org. Read Bladen's story. Read Bladen's story before you talk to John. It is unfair that I do it to him as often as I do, but I ask him to tell us Bladen's story. And that's reliving that story every time. So I ask you to please read that story, because it is heartbreaking for him to have to relive that story. It's heartbreaking for both he and Tresa to have to relive that story every day. It's a story that they already live with every day, and having to relive it over and over again is just not fair to them. But please do visit martyredangelsfoundation.org. Read Bladen's story. Share their mission. Lift their work. Lift their hearts, so they can continue to lift families who need them. And again, with Community Pay It Forward, you can shop anywhere with any of our giving partners and show your support everywhere, including in Boulder, Colorado, where you can order from New York City, a service from New York City, and you can give help to people in Boulder, Colorado, and worldwide with Martyred Angels. One choice, by keeping that receipt at checkout, can lift a family, strengthen a mission, and remind someone in crisis that a community still cares. Look, Martyred Angels supports families who have lost a child. That's the mission. Providing community, compassion, and resources that help them navigate grief. Their mission is built on love, understanding, and that no family has to face that loss alone because they felt like they did. They felt like they had to face it alone. And so Tresa and John said that's enough. Their work is heartfelt, it's sacred, and their impact is absolute life-changing. Our daily challenge, our mission of the day. Do one act of kindness today, small or big, silent or spoken. Be an angel to someone who needs a moment of hope. Then, in the comments, tell us about another act that you saw someone else do that made someone's life a little bit easier. Don't be braggadocious on yourself. I mean, I guess if you want to, that's fine. That's your choice. But tell us about something else that you saw someone else do. Pump up somebody else. Like, share, subscribe. Help us grow. Let's help people understand that they're being seen with the good things that they do. I see graciousness in stores all the time. I see kids who are polite enough to take and help people, pick things up that they drop, or take and make mom and dad aware that, hey, you're blocking the aisle, let this person through, or there's so many things that they do. And it's amazing for me to watch kids, and I've told this to you guys many times, because kids do not have that thought in their head, for me to help this person, I need to pull out my wallet. They don't have wallets to pull out. And if they do, it's full of Pokemon cards. It's not full of money. So they're not thinking like someone who's got money to give. They're thinking like, what can I do today? So we need to learn from our kids. Our question of the day, our what you got question of the day. Who has been an angel in your life when you needed one the most? Just recently, I've had a couple wonderful, wonderful angels. I have been going through a little bit of a personal crisis. As a matter of fact, I'm re-recording a lot of these videos because it was very easy to tell I was going through a crisis. And I've had a lot of people picking me up. People like Lynn Sobolski, Lindsay, Mr. Z World Web, Z World Cares, and Santa Papa John from santapapajohn.com and Warriors Beacon of Hope. They're always there to give me hell and to pick me up. And then, of course, you've got my good buddy John, who has always let me know he's a phone call away. He's an easy conversation to have. Hard to get a hold of sometimes, but an easy conversation to have. He's a wonderful person. He truly, truly is. So, who is an angel? Who's been an angel in your life when you needed one the most? I also don't want to discount that, I did just have the celebration, which in truth is one of the reasons why I've been struggling. 12 years ago, I was in the motorcycle accident, and I've had, the realization that a lot of the people who were there for me are no longer with us. And that's something that is extremely, extremely difficult to think about, that the people that were there for me at my time in need are now gone. And that is very, very difficult to handle at times. So, but who has been an angel in your life when you needed it the most? Please put it in the comments. Share, like, subscribe to this channel so we can share it with more people. Be an Angel Day reminds us that angels walk among us every day. They don't have wings, so they're not easy to see. They're the people who show up when life falls apart. They're the people who choose compassion over comfort. They're people who turn their own pain into a lifeline for someone else. John and Tresa Vogels are angels because they chose to take their heartbreak and transform it into hope. They chose to build the Martyred Angels Foundation so families would never have to face child loss alone. Their mission is a reminder that love can rise from tragedy, compassion can rise from sorrow, and community can help support people as they rise from grief. And that's exactly why they're part of the community, because Community Pay It Forward is also built on connection, compassion, and built on the belief that no one should have to face that hardship alone. When you support a mission partner like the Martyred Angels Foundation, you can lift a mission that lifts families. And once again, with Community Pay It Forward, you can shop anywhere. With our wonderful giving partners that are all over the world, and show your support everywhere. With the mission partners who have asked for our help. That simple choice by hanging on to that receipt for 2 minutes, taking a picture of it, and choosing a mission partner like Martyred Angels can strengthen a mission and remind someone in crisis that the community still cares. Your actions matter, your compassion matters, and your heart matters. Thank you for joining us today, folks. I am Zach Clayton. Together, we are Community Pay It Forward. We would love for you to learn more about Come Together Compass. And you have been watching the Saturday episode of What You Got. Together we can make a difference. Let's make sure that every day we're helping someone, because if we're not helping someone, we're hurting everyone. And nobody has to go it alone when we all come together. Unlike what I said yesterday, tomorrow is Cheap Flight Day with our friend Lori Cleverly, who we were talking about earlier in the show. So join us tomorrow for Cheap Flight Day, because if you're not taking vacations, you're not taking care of yourself. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Please have a good night. Please be safe. Please make sure that you're loving someone else out there, because someone loves you. Thank you. And we'll talk to you tomorrow on What You Got.